Stream, man.
Ooh, okay. Are we on? Is this thing working? Oh, yeah.
It says we're live.
Oh, got the echo again. That's off. That's off. Why?
I'm not hearing an echo on my end.
Two. Echo, 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 echo. Okay. Okay. It's so VT Ryder. Good evening. Thanks for joining us.
And Diane's
probably
cabin.
Not going to have a decent. We're probably not going to have much of a crowd here tonight, and that's okay.
Well, there is, I think, an auction, but
Miss Diane, good evening. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here.
Busy right now, Diane. I'm going
to be late to my own funeral.
Yeah, we were waiting on the DoN, right. But that's okay. We're here now. I'm just getting all my going over my checklist so I can start packing because I leave in 2 days.
What's wrong with this? Yeah, it's Happy New Year to you as well. You guys had an auction today, right? Hope it went well.
They did. I wasn't able to join them.
Play around with all this setup again. Oh.
Yeah, I hope so, Diane.
Fun in the sun. Yep.
I mean, it's been in the 40s here. We have lost most of our snow. We had almost 3 feet on the ground, and it's the only thing left now is piles, the snow piles. Yeah, last auction for the year for you.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, I think it hit almost 50 yesterday, and it was in the upper 40s today. My sump pump in the basement's been going crazy.
Plenty of horsepower. What's going on here?
You're coming through loud and clear, Ben.
Okay, do that. Kill that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like this for the next few days, which is good. That way I can
spin.
I don't know if he realizes he's live. You're talking to yourself and everybody can hear you.
Oh, okay. We still have snow, more snow, and more snow. Warmer weather coming. Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, compared to what, this guy,
Well, Diane's had it even colder. We only got down to minus 18.
I'm not sure where Diane and Joe are.
They're up in Minneapolis.
It was nice to get through the little cold snap we had down here in Alabama. So, yeah. What I text the Gen X, I said, let's say all it takes is what I say, 1/2 of 1/10 of 1/4 of an inch for this place to shut down. And sure enough,
which would be nice for me.
Foreign military forces, can't stop our military, but 1/10 of snow on the ground shuts down the arsenal.
Because you've got no way to get the ice off the roads.
Oh. Pop this out. There. Close that. There we go. I guess someone can work.
Don will have to answer that, but I think they actually got down in the 30s where he was at.
What's that? Cold snap, Alabama? What's that?
Yeah.
No, actually, it got below freezing. It was below freezing for the 3 nights, 4 days.
Oh, geez.
So it was no joke.
The torture, the humanity.
Hey, Mr. X, can you hear me? I can't.
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so what is?
Can the chat hear me? I know the chat can hear you talking.
Operator error. I got it.
Okay.
I fixed that.
So Diane said yes. Oh, you had the wrong thing plugged into something. Okay.
Yeah. Well, wrong checkbox. Silence this. Keep instead of using external speakers in the PC, use these.
Yeah. Not the operator. Yes, apparently it was.
Yep, always the operator error.
So we've only got a handful of people in here, but that's okay. Couple of lurkers, but this is the Don's show. So I'm going to play sidekick and turn it over to. Oh, so Notre Dame came from behind to win. But when I turned it off, they were down by a touchdown with like 5 or 6 minutes left. So hello, Nick.
Oh, there was college football on?
Oh, yeah. There's college football on all day and tonight. And then tomorrow, Michigan plays TCU first at 4. And then Georgia plays Ohio State at 8.
Okay. All right. Nick, are you sitting down? You need to sit down for this one. So in the chat, let me know you're sitting down.
Yeah, she's fine.
Saying hi to everybody. Well, Stacking Investments, good evening. Thanks for joining us. If you are sitting, be sure you are sitting down, Nick. Go Bulldogs. Yeah, I got to wash my mouth out.
No.
Well, he knows. I will root for any team other than the Ohio State University. Yes, I will even root for Auburn if they played against the Ohio State University. So,
well,
yes, I said it once. That's the only time you're going to hear me say it, Nick. So just enjoy it. That was my late Christmas / New Year's gift to you.
Hello, Gunny.
Hey, Gunny, what's going on, man? Can will be coming here tomorrow. Okay, cool. Yeah, we had a live stream last night. I didn't realize how long it was.
Yeah, it was quite long. Did he get everything straightened out with his little luggage? Mishap with his luggage?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, Gunny, everything went in the mail today. I went ahead and paid overnight to get it to your house before the 4th. Because Pirate Ship said it will be, on the 4th. I was like, well, you might be leaving on the 4th, so I went ahead and just paid for it to get overnight. So you should get it Tuesday.
Yeah, I was going to say that should be good because I think they're planning on being at the show. But, well, the show starts on the 5th. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, never mind. I'm thinking about my own schedule. I'm thinking, wait a minute, I'm going to be at the hotel on the 4th.
Yeah. I'll text you later, Gunny. Yeah. So there's some other stuff in that package, but everything we talked about last night, it's in there. So everything's in the mail. So if you guys, if you were on the stream last night, the Coin Tribe, I had extra Christmas cards with the Chief of Security on it. So if you're interested in one, go see, and the little commemorative "I'm not going to be at the fun show" sticker. So
those are hilarious. I hope I get one.
Yours is waiting for you when you come and visit.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, you got number.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's okay.
Let's see. Yeah, you're getting number 1.
Holy cow. I feel honored.
Yeah. So yeah. And smack. You know what? I didn't sit. No, I think I got an extra one. If you wanted a Christmas card of the Chief of Security.
Yeah, it goes in my book. I got my little book that I put all everybody's stickers and stuff in.
I bought a photo album, kind of like what you have, where the cellophane kind of peels back and you just kind of stick it on there.
Yeah, it's a photo album. It's just a photo album.
Yeah.
And yes, Nick's Coins, I will be watching the games tomorrow. Even though I plan on, it's like I'm like a kid on Christmas because I'm leaving New Year's Day, So I'm planning on going to bed early, but that's not going to happen. Hopefully the Georgia game is a blowout and Georgia's way ahead by halftime so I can go to sleep. But I won't sleep. I'll be like a 5-year-old on Christmas Eve getting ready to head out. So.
Well, I will be watching that team in Georgia play the Ohio State University. So I will be watching that one.
Hello, Silver Wolverine.
What's up, GW? Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Oh,
there we go. Yeah, I got off to a little late start here tonight. I'm sorry, folks. I was just, I'm just. But anyway, we had a great show with Mr. X. That was what, Wednesday? Then we Tribe last night, and then and now it's like, okay, maybe it was a little one too many live streams, but I wanted to just do a quick one, just to say, first off, thank you to everyone supporting both our channels, and I got a long way to go to make mine grow. Kind of lost a little bit of motivation, but work gets in the way.
But working 60 or 80 hours a week can do that too.
Yeah, but I got my little notebooks, and stuff with ideas and everything. It's just
you'll get to it when you get to it. You'll get to it when you get to it.
Yeah. I mean, the initial motivation this year was to get the 500 so you can get the community tab, and then when YouTube changed the rules or whatever, it's like when they announced it and a couple of days later, poof, I got a community tab. I'm like, yay! But it's like, okay, what do I do now?
Yeah.
And our the community, the coin stacking community, it's so many people who are established, and it's hard to find a niche, within, believe it or not, folks. Mostly, I think everybody here knows the coin stacking community in the big YouTube universe is very, very tiny, So, I'm not trying to be, farming news and information or here follow, read this from this website or stuff like that. I think, I need to just settle down, set my goals, and figure out what am I going to do with this thing, And the answer is I'm going to do what I intentionally set out to do. Talk about, gold and silver, platinum, palladium, uridium, orthenium, adamantium, and all that good stuff, from an engineer's perspective. And I, not talk about spot, I mean, if that stuff plays into it, sure, but it's going to get, yeah, it'll be a little nerdy and stuff. And it's not going to appeal to everybody, but you know what? That's me. And that's what I want to do with this channel. And if it goes to the roof, to the moon, hey, fine. If it doesn't, that's okay. The channel will grow as it does. And I'll add, I am going to play, for entertainment side of it, I'm going to start the chief of security playlist. I'm going to start working on that tomorrow and over the next couple of days. I get Monday I'm off. So that's the official, New Year's holiday. So I think I'll probably put a little montage together to formally introduce everyone to the chief of security. If you haven't seen him pop up here and there, probably mostly on the Coin Tribe live streams. So he's very popular. It's either that or I just shut off all this whole newsmatic thing and just call it Marty's channel. And that will probably skyrocket.
Animal channels do well.
They do. You
just got to get a GoPro, strap it on him and take him to the doggy park and vlog it.
That's not a bad idea. I'll call it chief of security seminar or conference. There you go. Where he can collaborate with other chiefs of security.
Depends on what kind of trouble he gets into. Is he chasing a squirrel, or has he got pretty girls coming over to pet him and talk to you, or is he getting in trouble digging a hole where he shouldn't?
No. If there's other dogs there, no, he's all about, hi, I'm Marty. Who are you? Let's go play. If there's other dogs, no, he's all about them. Yeah. And one additional thing I want to do to the channel too is really not so much coin related per se, but I want to dive into the world of 3D printing, because I'd like to work on some designs, kind of coin related, things that people can use to display or, frame something, things like that. So I got some ideas in the other notebook.
Are you going to make a bunch of them and get on the Home Shopping Network and sell it for $29.95?
Plus $5 shipping and handling? I don't know about that, but one step at a time. I got to sit down and model it, and then then create the slicer file and try to get the slicer file to talk to the printer and see what's going on. Because I've been using like these default slicer files that somebody else already made, and those files and that printer just they don't like each other. So I had to break down and get a what's the word I'm looking for? Interpreter? I guess it's interpreter, where it takes those files and then converts it to the language that 3D printer will actually understand. And the interpreter is actually from the manufacturer of the printer.
Right.
Ideally, all 3D printers should be able to take what's called a slicer file and print from it. But you start
anything out was coded, and then anything else.
Something like that's proprietary to that company or something. They're wanting, no, you got to buy our software for you to be able to do this neat function. And the neat function that my printer has is the print head, the extruder, can print 2 different color filaments onto the same model. So the way if I model it right, I could have blue over here on this side, and I could have green on this side, or I can have them twisting together, or lay one line of this color and one line of that color, make a checker pattern or anything like that. So I really I want to buckle down and get that involved. And I think by adding that, I think that'll help provide a little bit of variety, and maybe that'll help grow the channel a little bit too, because I'm be stepping into the 3D printing world. So we'll see. And yes, I'm going to still I'll do something with Star Wars, Mr. SW. What? I don't know yet. So is it Mr. Jackalope? Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you being here. What else is to kind of continue on the discussion, from Wednesday. Certainly, I was talking about goals with the channel, and personally, everybody's, resolutions and all that stuff. I know for me, one of many things that, work on my health, try to, shed some of this dunnage for sure. That's a battle. That I've been fighting for a while now. But my primary care doctor, he's got a plan for me starting in the new year on how to help me with this. And we're kind of waiting for permissions from insurance company, blah, 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 and all that jazz. It's not surgery. That's the thing. So it's not those gastric, surgery stuff like that. No. It actually, my primary care doctor, he does not believe in those those weight loss surgeries, because he I probably shouldn't talk about. I'm just going to say this is my channel.
It's your channel.
he feels that those are they're actually short-term fixes, because the problem is those surgeries nowadays, actually the failure rate is actually increasing, because people they lose it here, but they don't make the fix here.
Yeah, it's literally no different than people that win the lottery and are broke in 3 to 5 years because they don't know how to. Let me rephrase that. It's their mindset, and they have to control and change a lifestyle. So
yes,
when it comes to food and calories and intake and exercise and all, I mean, that's a whole different thing. So, but it's the same thing with the lottery winners. They were broke buying lottery tickets, which you shouldn't be doing if you're broke, but then they win and then they go bankrupt. Or pro athletes that go bankrupt making tens or hundreds of millions of dollars. It's because they never learned the skill of personal finance, or they trust the wrong people, which is unfortunate. So I didn't want to sidetrack from what you were saying, but I'm just saying
it's kind of all in the similar train of thought.
Yeah,
you can have the before I get too far ahead. Good evening to Wally Trains and Coin Collecting. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. And Dave Cooper.
Yep,
hey,
Dave
good
Cooper.
evening. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you being here. It's doing the stuff here surgically. Yeah, that's a mechanical fix. But if you don't change your thinking, the way you somebody said something, I can't remember, it was my doctor or somebody, you have to respect food. And that kind of clicked, not clicked, but it's little thoughts back in my head, is you have to respect food. And that's certainly one of the problems. People, they look at nutrition and food, and it's just like, it's a crutch. Like, oh, I feel good, let me celebrate by eating this, or I feel bad, let me go eat
it's like many other disorders. It's used as a crutch, or it's used to make you feel good.
Yeah.
Or it's a dopamine type of effect, I would guess.
Yeah, it does. It does. Especially when you turn to like fast food, junk food, empty calorie foods. They actually, it does have a dopamine kind of, effect.
Kind of like the feeling
if you've been
that
doing it for many years.
It's like the feeling when I get a piece of gold.
See, that is
that's a dopamine rush.
That is definitely a rush. Yeah. Where did I put it? Yeah. You saw it the other night. So
yeah.
I went back.
Very nice. And I went to go look because they still had decent prices, and they're out of stock now on the quarter ounce.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. I'm going to be someplace that's going to have all kinds of stuff.
I know.
So, and by the way, you need to make sure you send me your list via a text if you're looking for something special. I mean, I know of one thing that you want, but if there's something else that you're looking for.
Okay. Yeah. A roll of
for your dad. Yep.
For my dad. 40% Eisenhower's.
Yep.
If hopefully exists.
BU if possible. Yes, I understand. Let's see. Nick's coins, would she say? Same, I will go without lunch for weeks for gold. Yeah. I will go from not going out to eat to save the money that I can buy for gold, but I don't deprive myself of food.
No, you shouldn't provide. You shouldn't deprive yourself.
It's
the whole respect thing of speaking as a obese person. Yeah, it's I got to respect food better.
It was an attempt at dry humor. Because I know that Nick knows better than that.
See, that's still something I'm learning about you.
I do have a little dry humor.
He does have a sense of humor.
Sometimes it's boisterous, and sometimes it's rather dry. And that's why I like watching some British comedy sometimes, because
yes,
they have a different type of humor, and I get most of it. Some of it I can't because there's just a cultural difference. But funny is funny.
Yeah, funny is definitely funny.
Yeah.
I always wonder what would have happened if Monty Python made a sequel to The Quest for the Holy Grail. What would that be like?
It's interesting you said that. John Cleese just put out a tweet directing it to the BBC, saying, why hasn't there been any Monty Python episodes or movies broadcasts on their channel for the last 20 years?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's no different than the Mel Brooks movies, right? You don't see Mel Brooks movies being played.
No, but I think everything with television and stuff, everything's all gone streaming, excuse me.
Yeah.
So it's there. If you want it, that's, you enjoy that stuff, whatever series or genre or, country where it's, produced, you go online. I mean, there's a British channel. There's, you get the BBC,
yeah, you get BBC.
Streaming, there's I forget the name, but I saw it. It's like had a British style name to it, and it just shows nothing but British shows and movies on it.
Yeah,
it's not the BBC. I can't remember what's the name. But yeah, that's kind of sad. But I think that's just the way society is now with PC stuff, and we're not.
Yeah, there's there's things that you just couldn't do. Especially with Mel Brooks, but he was a comic genius, or is a comic genius.
You couldn't. No, you couldn't.
The Producers is one of my all-time favorite movies, and I actually went and saw the off-Broadway play when they were touring.
Oh, really?
Hit our town, and I don't know if you've ever seen The Producers, but it's got Gene Wilder, and I can't remember the other gentleman that was in it.
Matthew Broderick.
Well, that was when they were on Broadway. They won a bunch of Tonys and stuff.
Yeah.
But
no, I seen the movie version, and it has.
It's a young Gene Wilder, and I can't remember his partner's name.
I think Uma Thurman was in it.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, I've seen a movie version of it.
Yeah, it came out in the early 70s. I think.
A more recent, newer.
They did a more recent update of The Producers.
Was in it, and
well, then maybe Matthew Broderick was in it because
is it Matthew Broderick, the guy who married Sarah Jessica Parker from?
Because he played in it when it was on Broadway, won a Tony, and then I can't remember the other guy. Yeah. The other guy was also a comedian and a singer. I can't think of his name. Very talented.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that whenever that one came out. Yeah, Bird on the Wire.
Yes.
Both of them were in Bird on a Wire, and they remade the movie remake.
But anyways, the point is that to try to do that now, or History of the World,
or Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddle, yeah. Classic Spaceballs. Yeah, I mean they're all, just that type of humor. So. Different world, different times, different topic. Yeah. That can get us. Well, it's your channel. Whatever you want to do. I'm just here to be as a sidekick to.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I don't mind. It's all good. But that stuff's still out there. Like I said, you got a streaming service. They got a channel for just about everything.
Nick's Coins, the British, The Office is funnier. Yes. I would agree with that. Even though The Office here was good, it was obviously a spin-off or a take from the British Office because it had Ricky Gervais was the Michael, in the British Office. He was the incompetent office manager.
Oh, really? I didn't know they.
Oh yeah, that's Ricky. Yeah, that's Ricky Gervais. He's the one that invented that. He's the one that wrote it, and that's his baby. That's what shot him to fame.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's
Yeah.
wild. I'll have.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to look for it.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to kind of cut back on even on the streaming, watching stuff because I need to, I want to focus more on. Yeah, I still got to get this room situated. Yes, I still have boxes I need to open.
He's got actually nice lights, and he's got all kind. He's got a stand for his microphone, and he's got all kinds of stuff. He's got a stream deck
brand new monitor that
can do that, and he doesn't have it hooked up. In fact, that's been sitting in for what, 3 months, 4 months.
Hey. At least I'm using the new computer.
Well, you had to. Yeah, hey, Polly Buck. Polly Buck is here, so now you got to behave.
Polly Buck, how are you, sir?
Okay, Silver.
Yeah, Happy New Year, SW. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, be well, be safe. But yeah, Polly Buck. Yeah, he's been. What's the term the Navy uses? A yeoman's effort. I mean, he's been out, when we had that big cold snap come through, and he's just been out there helping people, getting power back to their homes and making all those repairs, So Polly Buck's been a very, very busy man. So if anybody out here in our YouTube community definitely deserves a break, it's Mr. Polly Buck. So my brother, PB, thank you for helping the people that you helped, these last couple of days and stuff. Yeah, he's been doing great. Just completed an interview with an amazing guy. Can't wait for you all to see. Oh, okay. Cool.
Interesting.
So he's going to give us a little sneak peek or something on what's going to happen in the new year. I like this. What it said here. Yeah, I never get a break.
Yeah. Especially in Michigan, with the winters and the ice and.
Yeah, that's why you're looking forward to going to the show next week, so you can get out of there for a while.
Get out of there before the next blast supposed to hit. I think is next weekend. So.
Oh.
But by that time, I'll be someplace in sunny Florida.
Yeah. I really wanted to go. I had my,
I
was so ready.
It happens.
So ready. But, and I haven't had a vacation in them. My last vacation was 2013. I was actually thinking about that today. I was like, when was the last time I had a real vacation? 2013.
Well, I'll know in about 6 weeks. I'll let you know when I'm heading back and when I'm swinging for my 10-hour detour to come see you.
Okay. No worries. I will have now I have a goal to get this cleaned up and situated so you don't come in here and chew me out.
I'm not going to chew you out.
I don't want to embarrass myself.
It's your studio, your space, but I also know that you're working ungodly amount of hours.
I know.
I get a text from him Sunday, like at 4:00 or something. He had just checking in or saying hi or something, and I was chatting with him, and he said, "Well, got to go back to work." So he's working 7 days a week, folks. So,
it's all about supporting the warfighter, and whatever I can do to help them.
I wasn't complaining or downplaying what you were doing. I'm just saying that you've been extremely busy, and for you to take time out the last 3 nights, I think is good for you to just take a little bit of a break. But I also know if the work is not getting done and it piles up, and I know that gets on you. V try to never understand the whole Florida thing. From my personal perspective, it has to do with my physical condition, and I need to be where it's warm. These wild temperature swings, and the cold is not doing me well. And there's things in Florida to do. Yes, there's hurricanes, but in Michigan we get blizzards and we get tornadoes.
I get tornadoes here. So it's like and super heavy downpour thunderstorms. So it's pick your poison.
Yeah, you pick your poison.
Pick your poison.
So I don't mind Florida. I know some people, it's one of those love it or hate it type things. I'm not going down there. I mean, yes, I'm wearing a Walt Disney World sweatshirt, but I don't. I'm not an amusement park guy. Now, depending on where I end up, or where me and my wife end up, I should say, if I'm closer to the ocean side, I am hoping and praying that NASA's got a season pass like the amusement parks have, so that I can go to the NASA facility whenever I want. That would be that's the plus side of finding something on the Atlantic Ocean side. But I spent quite a bit of time on the other side by Tampa, or just north of Tampa, and going to the Gulf and all that kind of stuff. So I enjoy the water. My wife loves the water. I like the heat. She's not a huge fan of the heat. But she doesn't like the cold and the snow either. So
honestly, given the choice, cold, or heat, I'll take the heat.
Yeah, I take the heat too.
I'll take the heat. And by the way, if you do get a season pass to Cape Canaveral and all that jazz, I'm crashing at your place so we can go watch Artemis 2 go up.
Well, we got time for that.
I mean, depending on what your timetable is, if when you guys make the move and stuff. But if we can't do Artemis 2, we are doing Artemis 3.
Oh, I'll definitely be down there full time before 2024. My plan is to be down there full time next year.
Oh yeah. Artemis 2 is going to is
2024 is from the schedule. That's okay. If I looked up the schedule correctly, it's spring of or late winter, spring of 24.
24. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to. California is not even on the list. What was on the short list was Florida, Texas, and then Arizona were the top three because of the weather year round. Arizona, there's no water, so that got crossed off the list.
Mm-hmm.
Texas, there's water. And it's similar situation, there's no state income tax. But to be in the water, you got to be south of Houston and down by, I don't know. Florida just seems like the natural place to be. And if we go down there, we don't like it, then I guess we'll figure something else out.
And now for this quick station break. HVAC Residential Basics for all your residential heating and air conditioning needs. Is your AC blowing hot air, or is that your wife? If that's the case, you better hurry up and call HVAC Residential Basics. He can't solve your marital problems, but he'll be able to find any heating and air conditioning solution to fit your budget. So call 1-888-HOT-AIR. That's 1-888-HOT-AIR. HVAC Residential Basics. We fix air conditioners, not marriage problems. Good evening, HVAC. How are you, sir?
Yeah. And Dave Cooper, yes, go blue. Go blue.
Oh.
But Tennessee, I love Tennessee. I love the mountains and the region and the people there. The problem is that they do get about 6 to 8 weeks worth of winter. Which is better than 6 to 8 months like I experience now. North Carolina or the Carolinas, I love the Carolinas as well. Georgia, I haven't spent much time in. I mean, I lived in Georgia for when I was a baby, when my dad was stationed down there in the Air Force. But I mean, Savannah would be nice.
Yeah, Savannah's really nice from what I've been told.
But
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm thinking Kings Bay. My bad.
But then you got to look at a budget. It's
expensive there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. No, you've been to Georgia, right? For the
Well, I went to Georgia for Augusta. Yeah.
Yeah, Augusta. Yeah.
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 Once. I keep putting my name in and I
Yeah.
still haven't
Anyway,
drawn.
this is what's been keeping me busy, folks. Yeah. That's the UH-72 Lakota. That's the Army's been bringing them in for just for 2 years, 3 years now. It's a light duty general purpose helicopter. They use it for training new pilots, ferrying, light cargo here and there. They're working on a medevac version. So, when our forces go overseas and stuff, they'll be able to, move patients from like immediate triage center that's close to the, to the front, and then bring them in, back to the, green area. I'm not sure what the, main, was it FOB forward operating base? Something like that. I don't know all the nomenclature, but this helicopter will kind of fill that gap between, the boys are actually, engaged, and they get to that first triage center to be able to bring them from that triage back to the more. And they actually, the Army, if I recall, they actually brought back the term MASH. So I think they actually they're started.
I didn't know they did away with it. I thought there was always mobile.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if there was like a name change or something for it, but I saw something somewhere where it's actually a MASH base or something. I was like, oh, wow. Yeah. So this helicopter in its medevac form would take them from that initial triage place to a MASH unit. That way it frees up the Blackhawks to do, the more,
whatever they need to do.
Exactly. So this one's going to be really big in the medevac area. And it's if you guys weren't on our stream the other night, here's my story. So I finally got to see one of these up close, and in the hangar it was one of the Lakotas, and then next to it was a Black Hawk. Well, my customer, the person I work for, she told me, when the guys open the door so we can go in and take a look and stuff, she told me, hey, go in there and take a big whiff. I'm like, huh? What? So I stuck my head in there, kind of looking at the instrumentation and all the cool stuff. And I was like, and I looked at her, I said, is that, that's right. We call it the new helicopter smell. I swear to you, it is almost exactly like a new car smell. Just
have to add a couple of three or four zeros to it for the price to experience it, I guess.
But I'm serious. It just had like a new vehicle smell. It amazed me. She saw me kind of light. I was like, no way, because I think that chopper is only like less than a year old or something. And then she was like, well, wait till we go over here. So we went over to the Black Hawk. It's an older model. But it's been updated with a glass cockpit, right? As soon as the guys open the door, nothing but a fume of hydraulic fluid. You didn't even have to stick your head in it. As soon as they open the door, oh, yeah, hydraulic fluid. So eventually the new bird is going to smell like that old bird.
Sooner or later.
But anyway, so like that, it's the little things like that I do enjoy about my job. Is the little things. So it makes it worth it. It makes it worth it for sure. I'm trying to catch up with
Beaufort. I think that's how it's pronounced. Beaufort, South Carolina is really nice. Gunny says that's his favorite getaway.
Have anybody here been to the Outer Banks in North Carolina? I've been there a couple of times for a holiday. It's really nice.
I think that's one of those nice places to visit.
Mm-hmm. And you got to go during like the touristy season and stuff. But the Outer Banks, guess what's there? Kitty Hawk. And you can actually go to the national park, and they actually have. It's just weird. It's just a flat, sandy, open area, but they have like this, like a railroad tile, and it's the length of the Wright brothers' first flight. And on there, they put little signs or, little placards that says, this is what happened at this point of the flight. And then, here,
Okay.
like, there's one here. This is when the aircraft actually fought, lifted off the ground. So you could kind of walk the path of that very first flight the Wright brothers did.
Yeah, isn't that on their North Carolina's license plate, first in flight?
Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is. So that's one of the two things I liked about Outer Banks. And the other one is they had a small car museum there, and they had one of the replica Back to the Future DeLoreans. So I don't know if that museum is still there or not, to this day. But when me and my family went down there a couple of times, and my brother and I would always insist on going to that little. It's like a private museum. Yeah. So we'd go see the DeLorean, and I think they had a Superbird too. That was cool, but that big giant wing in the back. And now that I think about it, it kind of makes me think of the first Cars movie. And it was come on,
never saw it.
Yeah, come on, Gunny. Who is it? Not Kyle Petty. Richard Petty. They call him the king of NASCAR, and he played the voice of the Superbird that was in the Cars movie. So,
well, didn't he race a Superbird at one point?
Yes, he did. Gunny, is that right? He did, didn't he? Yeah. So it made sense for Richard Petty to be the voice of the Superbird in that first Cars movie. Oh, that was great. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the little things like that.
Fort. Okay.
We got a guest appearance here. There he is.
You were just talking NASCAR, and I'm like, oh, I know what he's talking about.
Well, I was wondering, where were you? I was just like, hey, it's like, it's not Kyle Petty, it's like Richard Petty, right?
Right. We just got done eating. My cousin showed up. Can's coming over tomorrow.
Okay.
So we're gonna make some content for everybody, of course, with the 4-wheelers, and hopefully nobody gets hurt, because I know I don't do the crazy stuff. I don't know about my cousin and Can. I don't know. You can break your arm, just don't break my ATV.
I was going to say, you did get a release form, right? That they're going to have to sign.
Hey,
to absolve you of all.
No, don't you remember?
You got to remember, Can was a professional BMX rider, right?
And that's what worries me. Yeah. It's one of those things. Remember when you were kids, one of your buddies got hurt, everybody just scattered. Well, if you turn on the ATV, I'm hopping on. We're just leaving them there. So, no,
you got to tell Can. Remember, you're not 14 anymore.
Well, we had my wife's brother and nephew come over here last weekend, day after Christmas. Yeah, and he got on there, Matthew. He was doing some crazy stuff on there. And one time he actually laid mine on its side. Didn't do anything bad to it, but it's one of those. Well, if he breaks it, he can afford to go buy me another one, so I don't care, So that's okay.
Yeah.
But when you get somebody like my son gets on there, I'm like, dude, you can't replace this. Don't go crazy. There's a difference between having fun and being stupid. So hopefully he.
When we were riding 3-wheelers, yes, 3-wheelers. Back when I was growing up, if your gas tank didn't have scratch marks, that means that you weren't pushing it,
Right.
You weren't doing the jumps or taking the turns, and those 3-wheelers.
I only rode
what a riot, but wow, dangerous.
Yeah, I only rode one of those once, and yeah, it was not fun.
Yeah, they would.
I guess the way you pronounced it earlier, I forgot to tell you because I had to come on here. It's pronounced Beaufort, South Carolina. But in North Carolina, they call it's spelled the same, but in North Carolina, it's called Beaufort.
Okay.
So that is a spot. I was stationed there for 3 years at Parris Island. Loved it. I wasn't a drill instructor. That's where I got into the cable splicing and the fiber optics and stuff. Love that area. Me and the wife have been up there 2 or 3 times. It's just one of those like, oh, if I could move anywhere, that's where I'd like to go. But the wife has other ideas.
But then you have winter, and you don't have 10 acres there.
No. And that's my problem. I told her, I said, man, we're going to give up all this land. Oh, I don't want to do that.
Is that area kind of swampy? Because Paris Island has got some swampland on it, right?
Well, I mean, yeah,
sort of, kind of.
It can be some areas, but it's. I'm telling you, you go there, you'll fall in love with it, man. It's everything. No matter if the traffic is busy or not, takes you 20 minutes to get anywhere in that town. It's just awesome. You ask somebody, how long does it take to get over to Walmart? Not 20 minutes, but it's clear on the other side of Beaufort. But it's all just a big loop, and I'm telling you, 20 minutes to get anywhere. But since I've lived there, they got a Lowe's there, they got Best Buy. I mean, it's grown so much, and I haven't lived there since 99. But it's just that place is growing, and it's one of those towns that I want to go live, but it's expensive.
Is it?
And you got to remember, Florida, the whole state is a swamp.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh, is Nick still here?
I think she went to go watch the Tennessee.
I had to tell her, I was like, yeah, what? First 5 rolls yesterday, I pull a W out. And I'm not even having a battle with anybody. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I need hopefully the credit union be open tomorrow. I'm going to take those and.
Yeah, that's why I'm going through these really quick. I got to get these back. This is part of my fun show money. I got to get some cash. I ain't going to walk in there with a roll of quarters.
I know. I got $500 sitting right here. And I'm like, ugh. Well, but here's the thing.
Well, you friends and family, you got my email.
Ugh. See, I haven't opened
them,
so I don't know if I'm going to open them or not, because they all seem like they're all modern stuff. I don't want to find any silver or anything, so I was just going to keep them.
Yeah, together. You can't friends and family coins like that.
No.
Now, I don't know. When are you projected to hit the road there, Gen X?
The plan is by 6 a.m. New Year's Day. But if my inner 6-year-old self takes over, I'll be on the road by 4 a.m.
Okay.
So it'll be early, and I'm hoping to make it. First day, I'm hoping to make it to the Ohio, Kentucky border area.
So what are you going to do? Like 6 hours a day, 8 hours maybe?
Of actual drive time, probably. Which is going to be equals to about 10 hours, because I can only sit for so long, then I got to get out and walk around and all that kind of stuff.
Find you a rest stop, get you another coffee, go to the bathroom, just take your time, because we're not going anywhere. We're still going to be here no matter how soon or late you get here. Yeah,
that's why I'm leaving. The plan was for New Year's Day, because I didn't know about the
Look what I finally got.
You get a barber?
Oh, hold on. I finally.
Bring you up. There you go.
Oh, an anime. Okay.
Never got one of those yet. Yay.
And I know there's some type of error on that coin, but I don't know what it is.
You guys know how much I go through errors, because I make people go sick when I'm just going through these coins. And Goody, you got to look for the no, I don't.
Yeah.
Well, there's that error on the Wilma Mankiller, and
right.
Yeah, but that one's very noticeable.
This box is all Wilma Mankillers, and I didn't see anything.
When I talked to you about getting them, that's the ones. I think it was V-Rose I went to try and get some. V-Rose said there are tons of errors on those Wilma Mankillers, but that's the thing to me. If there's a ton of errors on them, then it's not going to be a unique one to get. You know what I mean? So
yeah, the ones that are worth any money is when they got the error on the obverse and reverse. Those are the ones that bring the money now.
So that's why I don't do it unless it's an obvious error. I don't. I know everybody wants one of those no FGs on the $50. I'm like, but
they're actually. I just watched something. They're going to take that off the attribution list, because it's like the floating roof type thing on because it was an over polished die. It had nothing to do with an error of any sort. Yeah.
So I don't even mess with it. I just want that damn silver. That's all I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Well, that was my motive. I was just like, well, I don't know errors, but I know if it's 64 bolt than before, I know to keep that. So.
Well, yeah, but I did find a standing Liberty quarter one time. I can't even tell you what the year is. I'm guessing, were they out in 1919?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They started in I believe 17.
Okay. I think it's a 1919, but I can't tell. It's such a slick. It's buried. I'll have to show you one day.
But
But that
didn't
was
you?
just cool to find it because you're looking at it, you're going, wow, that's
Good evening, Aunt Laura. By the way, Aunt Laura, you have a you have a Christmas card of the Chief of Security, and I also included a sticker set for you. So it's on its way to you.
Oh, you're bringing
Very
your
cool.
stickers with you, Gen X?
Yes, I am.
Cool. Cool.
So here is the last purchase from the New Zealand Mint. It is
Is that Bumblebee?
Grimlock.
Oh, Grimlock.
Grimlock from the Transformers. And so
My daughter keeps going, Dad, aren't you going to get those? No.
no.
I don't. I mean, as much as I want to get one of everything, I can't do it. They are cool. It's a neat series, but I'm just not a
So
Transformers
sorry about the
guru.
light.
Yeah.
There you go. So for those that, big fan of the stuff from the 80s, there it is. Grimlock.
I was going to say
one of the Dinobots. It's painted. Yeah, folks may like it or not like it. But I tell you what, though, you look at it and it's however they paint it, it seems like it's like enamel or something. It's like baked onto it or something. It looks good. But
I'm not going to burst your bubble. But when it comes to finding silver in quarter boxes, I bet you of all the quarter boxes I've been through, I may have found a dozen of them, maybe.
Yeah, it's getting slim pickings.
Yeah, and they're mostly 64s. And I did find a 43, but other than that, you're going to find them mostly in the 60s because they're just, didn't make them. But it's still fun.
It's hard to say, depending on what's going to happen with financially what's going on, but you may see a bunch of dumps. With people turning in their coinage.
I wish I could get me some Rob Fine treasure kind of dumps. That dude.
I don't. Yeah, he's got a line on that guy's unreal. I don't watch a lot of roll hunts. But it's fun, and sometimes I'll watch him for 10 or 15 minutes, and he's pulling out key date stuff and upgrading his books, and he's always finding stuff.
He found somebody as he's standing in line at his bank. She's getting ready to cash in all these Morgan dollars. I think he got like 100 of them. He paid face value for them. Like, wow, what? Come on.
Right place, right time.
Yeah. I mean,
right place, right time.
Yep. I mean, the best thing I've had was when my bank lady called me up and I got 160 or so Ikes for face value. I'm like, well, yeah, I want those. So they got them.
Gunny, did I ever show you this? What's in here?
I want to assume an iPod?
No.
Oh.
Those are Morgans from my father.
That's the birthday present you said you're going to give me?
And
that was authentic.
And then here's the piece. Some more piece dollars.
Any Carson Cities in that?
No.
Oh.
No. And then there's some more piece.
Well, you did buy the book, right?
What's that?
Yeah.
You bought the Morgan and Peace book, right, Willie?
From Whitman, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think that's probably going to be my next purchase.
Yeah, everybody prefers the Dansko. And
No, the Dansko that Gunny's holding. No, I was talking about the reference book. That's the New York phone book size. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah,
That's why I haven't ventured too far deep into Peace and Morgan's, because like anything else, I'd like to know something about it before I start spending money on it.
Yeah, and it's the one I got. The one that Stacking Investment recommended.
Okay.
So
the gray sheet, is that something you got to have a membership?
Of course, this is waiting for you, Mr. X. And for those that don't know,
Gunny, I bought the membership for the gray sheet.
Well, how come you're not sending them to me?
I can't do that.
I
But
won't
I can-
mind. Print them off.
I'm waiting for the Don to finish doing what he was doing to show.
Okay.
We're just killing air time for you, John.
Yeah. No. This is waiting for Mr. X when he comes to visit. This is 1 ounce of 7-Eleven silver.
That's what I'm talking about. That's my childhood from the 70s right there.
You're going to roll down into Florida and get you a big gulp, ain't you?
Yep. Yeah, this is a legitimate thing. The 7-Eleven made these for all the folks, their store managers, and when they had I think, what did my mom say? They had like a big giant convention in New York City, and they gave these out to all the 7-Eleven employees, and somehow my mom wound up with 2.
Damn,
Very
dude.
nice.
I don't know how she got 2, but she got 2. So yeah, Mr. X101, and he will be getting the higher serial number.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I think that's part of my childhood. So
Yeah, I just when my mom brought that up, I was like, "What?"
We used to roll up into 7-Eleven, get a Moon Pine and RC Cola for 50 cents. What?
Well, anyway, yeah, I got these. These are from my dad. All this, other than the 7-Eleven ones, obviously, these are all from my dad. They're Morgans
awesome.
and Peace. So
Those things
I
look
got
like
the
they're in good
book.
shape.
I need to read.
Well,
will I have anything? I don't know. I just gotta, good.
now the funny thing is when I was traveling to Southeast Asia, there's literally a 7-Eleven on every single corner.
Really?
And there was one spot in Hong Kong where there was a 7-Eleven on the corner. Next door to the 7-Eleven was another 7-Eleven. There was a noodle shop and then another 7-Eleven. So out of the 4 stores, there was 3 7-Elevens.
And if the noodle shop wasn't busy, you can go to 7-Eleven and get some noodles.
But yeah, it's huge franchise over there.
I didn't realize that because the only place I ever saw them was in like Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina.
They used to be all over up here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we have no 7-Elevens down here.
Because you got the southern areas. You got my friends. They talk about this one. They're called Buc-ee's, and it's like a little beavers, their logo and all that stuff. But they said, but don't you dare walk in there and ask for a Busey's because that's the way it looks like it's spelled. Oh, people get mad because they love their Buc-ee's up there because they got, God, they cook everything in that store. Almost like, did you see? We got racetracks and Wawas that are popping up everywhere down here. It's like damn near going into I don't even know, like a mini convenience store or something. It's got everything, man.
Yeah.
They're making pizzas in there for you while you're waiting. I'm like, geez.
Yeah, we've got. It's not one of those. It's not that name. Same type thing. You can actually order like breakfast. You go up and you order it, and then they cook it fresh, and then it's good. It's actually good food.
Wawa they got a sandwich bar in there. They make some killer sandwiches in there. I like those. So once in a great while, I stop there, but I still think nothing beats the Firehouse sub because they got this pastrami and corned beef sandwich. Oh my God.
Yeah, Firehouse subs are good.
Yeah, Firehouse is good. And I like that pepper sauce they have.
Yeah.
But that gas station, it's not microwave stuff that they're just throwing together. Right. They're cracking eggs and mix, they're making food. So
thank God, because everybody else wants to make all that cheap stuff. And it's like, I can't even get a good sandwich other than, making it yourself. But you want a good one when you go out because I'm just so tired because some of these restaurants, they've just gone like, I remember when Golden Corral used to be amazing. Now it's just so cheap.
It used to be fairly decent. That's not exactly one of my regular stops, but it was decent,
Right.
And the last couple times, in fact, it was in Florida. The last time I was, at one, and it was not
terrible.
Good. It was. Yeah, I'm being generous when I'm saying not good.
Yeah, I know you are.
I agree. Yeah.
Now, one place that hasn't changed, I don't go to very often because it's just expensive. Boy, Arby's. Love me some Arby's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there are Arby's. Yeah, I love Arby's.
Yeah.
I only get one thing there. I get the big beef and cheddar, and that's it.
Now, this guy, the other night when we were on, he was, I don't know if it was you and me talking, but I'm sure you don't mind me sharing this. You said that on your travels, to and from the fun show, you're going to stop at Cracker Barrel for all your meals.
Yep.
They're on just about every exit of the highway.
I know.
Yeah, we were having a discussion about that.
Listen, you go to a Cracker Barrel, they're
one of my Christmas presents.
Yes,
I
sir.
I got a gift card that should cover my meals to and fro.
Wow. Your wife is making sure you're getting a house down there, ain't she?
Oh, by the way, Mr.
Yes.
X, when you get off of 565 to come to my house, guess what's right there when you exit the interstate?
I'm saving my appetite for the steak dinner you're going to find me.
well, okay. So what have we decided? Are we going to Connors?
I don't know.
For hardcore, for like, well, I mean, you don't have to formally dress, but, it's kind of the white tablecloth, Well, I don't know. Do you want to have a romantic steak dinner or you want to go to a Brazilian place?
I wasn't planning on bringing a sport coat, but if I have to, I guess I will.
No, you don't need
a Brazilian steakhouse. Have you ever been to one, Jax?
Yes, and I'd rather go to the Brazilian steakhouse because I haven't been to one in a long, long time.
No, I haven't. I was kind of like, dude, can we go there? Because I haven't been there.
No, that'll work with my Dockers and polo shooter.
What's that?
You've never been to a Brazilian steakhouse? Oh, dude, go in there. Don't eat nothing all day. Trust me, and just get very little condiments. We're talking mashed potatoes and all that. Just get very little. Sit at that bar. Put your neckerchief on and get ready to throw down, buddy, because they bring everything, and it's just
and it's good. Nonstop. They're walking spits around with different cuts and different things.
At a bar? No, I thought it's they have tables and then
you can get tables. Yes, the point is,
I said, well, they got your condiments. You go walk over and get that. Then you sit down at the table, and they bring all the meats. It's like, oh, it's heaven, dude.
And it's like they're watching you because as soon as you take your last bite of meat, they're standing right next to you. If you want more,
they got a little disc you put on your plate that'll say, like thumbs up, or then you turn it over for no more. So,
somebody was telling me that it's like a little indicator. Like if you want some, you put it, one side, obverse for hungry, reverse for like I need a break.
they got a beef tenderloin in there, which is the filet mignon, but I think it's the New York strip that has totally different spices on it. That one. I always tell them pass. Then they come with the New York strip. I'm like, come on, load it up. Just leave the whole damn thing here. I'll eat it all. Because there's something about the spices they put on that one is my favorite.
So so those steaks are on a rotisserie like a hero.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And they shave off the outer layer, put it back, put some more spices on it, put it back. It's amazing.
That's where we're going.
That's fine. I can handle that.
Now I might drive up there and go with you.
Well, yeah.
What's probably going to happen? I think my game plan is. I don't know. I'd have to look at my schedule.
Hey,
probably
they got one in Orlando. I'm telling you that right now.
Well, I'm only going to be in Orlando for 2 nights, 3 days.
Okay.
But I may be coming depending on what's going on with you guys. I may come back.
Okay.
Because the hotel that I'm staying at is about a half hour from Orlando, the first hotel.
Okay.
I
thought you were staying at the convention center area.
I am for the show. I'm checking in on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay.
And then the show Tuesday night I check in. The show starts Wednesday.
Yep.
So I'll be there Wednesday, Thursday, 4th and 5th.
Okay.
Yeah.
I check in on the 4th. Now you get me looking here. Okay, yeah, I check in on the 4th and I check out on the 6th. Or I check in on the 4th and then check out on the 6th.
Yo, I'm lost already. I don't know. I'll meet you down there.
What happened on my thing?
Did you get some more coins in the mail? Is that the one that came in for you today, Bullet?
Oh.
Your Transformer one? Did that come in today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the last of everything from New Zealand.
Did you look on their coming soon list?
No, I haven't.
January is going to be boring.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Now you got me curious.
but there might be stuff on there you want, but for me, it's like nothing.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I wouldn't mind taking a break from buying stuff for the New Zealand Mint.
Yes, because I thought I went crazy. Oh no. I'm still waiting. Have we seen that 10-ouncer yet? I don't even know if you've shown us that yet. The 10-ounce Han Solo?
Next month. There we go.
Exactly. I don't even like the layout. They changed the layout too.
And those gold ones look kind of cheap.
10-ounce gold?
No, it's a quarter and a whole ounce. It's the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary. It's yeah. I won't be buying. Nope. Not even that poster, the Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary poster.
Nope.
Nah.
I'm telling you, it's almost like, come on, guys.
Yeah. No, nothing for me this month. So good.
And I'm glad too, because I'm going to the fun show and I'm going to be, well, it's not my intention to spend my entire budget, but if I do, well, that's going to be nothing for me for quite a while.
Yeah. Well, besides, him and I got a little, deal working out. So no money for New Zealand because it's going to go to that guy.
Okay.
Well, the point that I was trying to get to, and before I got myself confused, and now I got to re-download an app and everything, but what I was planning on doing is because I'm going to be in Central to Lower, probably end up in Sarasota at the end area. And what I might do is from there, swing up and stop by and see you at your place. And then maybe crash on a couch or something.
That's fine.
And then get up and from there, then head over to see the DoN.
So he's what? What is you're like 8 hours from me, I think, Don? What town are you in again?
I'm Huntsville.
I think you were like 8 hours. Greenbow.
Depending on which way you drive. Yeah, 8-9 hours maybe, I think. Well, when I planned it to go to Orlando, that's almost 11, 12 hours ish.
Yeah, it's at about 8.5, 9 hours.
Yeah,
that ain't nothing. We're not doing a Gen X type of drive. I mean, that's a long one.
No, but I mean, obviously that wasn't the way it was originally scheduled.
Yeah, you were going to fly originally, weren't you?
Yeah, I was flying down and then flying back, and that's when my wife decided to kick me out of the house for 7 weeks.
You go find me a new place to live, mister. Okay.
Yep, that's what she's doing.
Here, twist my arm. Honey, you're going to Florida for a couple of months.
And I'm going to a wine show. And I'm going to buy a gold ring.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I hate saying that because of the DoN. I know it's tearing them up inside. Sorry, Don.
Yeah. Well, but guess what? We're going to do this again next year. He going to be there.
Yeah, I'm going to freaking
Yeah.
I'm going to put in. Yeah, I'm going to let my customer know. Hey, I love you. I'm grateful to work with you, but first week January, and I'm going to let her know like 6 months ahead, and I'll remind her 5 months, and then 4.
No, you need to remind her every the first of every month. Hey, just letting you know, you got 11 months.
But both you gentlemen know exactly how that kind of stuff works when you're dealing with the organization that is being contracted through. That stuff doesn't matter one iota.
They don't care about your coin show, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Gunny, did you hear? Yeah, I told you about the package. The Christmas cards and stickers.
Yeah. I just got my email said I got a package coming.
Okay. Yeah, I went ahead and paid extra to put it overnight just in case. So that way I know you'll get it before you leave for the show.
Okay.
And
I got bad news for my graphics shop. The t-shirts aren't going to be done in time. It's like
I don't know if he's here. There's an extra package for you and something for Can.
Okay.
It looks like Aunt Laura is moving to Florida in the next year or two.
So did you send it FedEx or just overnight or?
No, post office.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Can will be here tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. Well, yeah. Well, see, if it made it on the 5 o'clock truck tonight, then it is possible you'll have it tomorrow. But okay. I don't think it made it to the 5 o'clock truck.
Yeah, because they're shut down too Monday.
People.
Yeah, exactly. So, you probably won't get there till Tuesday, but that's fine. No big deal.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah, then I guess Mr. V Rose is going to be up to go to the show early.
Yep.
When it
He's
opens.
He's going to be there on Wednesday because I'm not going to show up there till Thursday.
So I'm sure I'll hook up with him.
Oh, sure.
And then I'll get with you, Gunny, as far as what you're looking for, so that we can kind of divide and conquer between me and Mr. V Rose. I don't know what he's looking for. I know what I'm looking for.
Yep, and Rain knows on a paper hunt too. He wants to build his currency back up because he said he sold it many years ago, and he's like, nope, I want to get it back. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's there.
Yeah, and he's looking at some educational notes too. I'm like, woof.
Oh, those are gorgeous. Those are nice.
But God, it's so
what are those
expensive.
Educational notes?
Yeah, it tells a story on the bill. That's how they would teach history.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, kind of like Schoolhouse. I'm just
yeah. But it was all done during turn of the century type, real nice artistic. I mean, they're gorgeous notes, and just for even when it's beat up is like $400 or $500.
Yeah.
So you get a nice crisp one. You're going to spend a lot of money.
10, 20 grand on one of those bad boys.
Yeah, they're expensive and rare.
That's why, and I know, and I can almost hear you typing it. I have it in my head how much I think this $500 bill is going to cost, but I know better than that. But it's one of them. Oh, I can only hope. I don't. It's just. I don't want a crisp one. I don't want a piece of toilet paper. Those raggy looking ones.
I think I know. I think I know exactly what you're looking for in your budget. So.
Yep.
And obviously, you'll get pictures before any type of transaction would occur.
Sure.
But I don't. Again, I haven't been to the show, so I don't know if it's one of those things that you stumble across it when you first get there and first come, first serve, or if they replenish.
One or two last year, and I could swear the guy said $800 for it. And it was one of them. Oh my God! But dude, so many numbers get thrown at you at them coin shows. It's so hard to remember because you're gonna go over here and talk to this guy, then you're gonna go talk to that guy, and back and forth and back and forth. Well, he's got it for. Well, he's got. It's ugh. It is definitely overwhelming. That's why I tell you, I said, boy, make sure you eat your breakfast, got some coffee and your energy drink in you,
and some comfortable shoes.
Yes. I'm actually going to buy me a new pair of shoes this weekend so I don't have to walk around in these old things.
Yeah. And I told the DoN the same thing. Make sure to send me a note if there's something specific. We know about the Ikes. We know that.
Yeah, I figure between you two, especially, him definitely being the Ike expert, you guys can find what my dad's looking for.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
And there'll be a bunch of that stuff there, and I'll just wait.
That's probably kind of a common thing that's probably out there a lot. So
there's people, dude. They got stacks of the blue Ikes, the brown Ikes. They got rolls of them. It's. There's one guy I remember. He had just about every Ike and every Morgan and every Peace Dollar, and he had just bulk items, man. So.
Hey, Mr. Resnick, good evening. Thanks for just dropping in really quick. Wanted to say real quick to you, thanks for your support on both, on our channels. Really appreciate you being a mod and showing your love and support for all of us. So hope you had a good Christmas and Happy New Year to you, sir. And keep your eye in the mail. You have something coming to you from me.
You're the man. All right. One more roll, then I'm going to have to hop off because I got
All right, last roll, Gunny.
I got company. I got to get ready for more company. All these people want to come hang out, ride 4-wheelers. Like, yeah, you didn't know how many friends you got until you get a 4-wheeler. It's really cool. It's really crazy.
Well,
this was the night I was going to go ahead and watch Top Gun Maverick. It's finally on Paramount Plus.
I was thinking about that, but I don't know.
Well, you know, the funny thing is,
it's a hit movie.
You know,
from everything I read, if you've watched Top Gun, the original movie, it's basically the exact same thing, just different enemy with upgraded graphics and stuff.
Yeah. And they're not using the F-14 Tomcats.
Well, no,
maybe.
I don't think so.
Here's the thing: there's been so many like YouTube, like
the quick
critiques and reviews of the movie, and I don't know how is it that they're able to get little clips from the movie and show it legally on YouTube, but I feel like I've already seen the movie.
Well, there's fair use when they post all the previews and stuff. I mean, there was one trailer. I watched all the trailers, and it was like 15 or 20 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
So you can snip it for, you'd have to check. I want to say it's 10 seconds or less.
You see, I wondered how those people get away with that. How do you do a review of a movie or a TV show or something? You can actually show that the episode you're talking about.
How many seconds you use it? Are you using just still pictures, stuff like that?
Yeah, it's.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just curious. How can they?
The trailers do it. The trailers have been out forever, right?
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah,
I mean that movie was completed.
Yeah, it was
3 years ago
before the bug hit. Yeah,
yeah.
The same thing with that. Remember when they did that with the James Bond movie? That thing was on hold forever.
Yep.
Oh, the No Time.
Yeah, No Time to Die.
No Time to Die. Yeah.
Good movie. But one thing
was good.
The Top Gun movie, the actor in there, Miles Teller, he graduated from my high school 10 years ago, I guess. It was kind of funny. I'm like, somebody actually famous from Lecanto High School? Wow. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to call it a night. Go hang out with the wife and the cousin and be ready because Can, of course, he's going to want to make some content for this weekend. So, Aunt Laura, I found the W last night. This is the same box. I'm just going through it little by little because, Nick's bank couldn't come through and get her a mix box. But, guys, thanks for having me up. And guess what? We'll see you all soon. Take care.
All right. See you in a few days, Gunny.
You got it, brother. Be safe, all right? And let me know if you need anything. Just keep me updated, all right?
Yeah, I'll text you as I'm working my way down.
All right, man. And if you get bored, just call me if you need to stay awake, all right?
Yeah, I might do that too.
All right. We'll see you soon, man.
Okay, see ya.
Thanks, Gunny.
You got it, buddy.
Well, I think that's the show. So thank you, everybody, for being here, and happy New Year. Everyone be well, be safe, enjoy yourself, and let's hope and pray that good things will come to all of us in 2023. Mr. X, if you have any parting thoughts.
Yeah, you stole my thunder. I was just going to say, I hope everybody has a great, safe, happy New Year. And throughout 2023, I hope that everything goes as you wish. And I guess that's about it. So thanks for having me on. And until next time, folks, 73.
Thank you, Mr. X. I appreciate you being here. And I apologize for getting on here late. That is my fault. And I need to work on my time management skills. But I was keeping myself busy today because I actually took today off. So I was like, oh, I got stuff I need to do. So shame on me. So Miss Kinomine and Bob, good evening. Thank you for joining us. But we're actually wrapping things up. Sorry to say, but to both of you specifically, you two have something from token appreciation for me in the mail. So keep an eye out for that. Again, thank you for being here. Little impromptu show. I personally want to at least try to, come on and say thank you to everybody for this year, for the love and support with the ups and downs, with the channels and personal stuff and my job and all that jazz. So thank you to Mr. Gen X. This year, him and I have become really good friends, and it's great to make a new friend. Haven't made a really, true, good, honest, new friend in a very long time, and I really appreciate Mr. X. And that's why I kind of feel bad. It's like, if I keep him waiting for like a minute or two, I'm like, because his time is important to him as well. I don't want that wasted, and it's a matter of level of respect too. So Mr. X, I appreciate your friendship this year, and I hope we can both continue this thing we've started together and grow these channels, and and see what 2023 holds for all of us. Again, thank you for being here. Thank you to Andy and our other mods. Hope and pray 2023 will be a better year, and may, as Mr. X said, may it bring that which you hope to accomplish. And with that, for the final time in 2022, remember the first law of thermodynamics: energy is neither created nor destroyed, rather altered in form. Therefore, transform your energy in 2023 into a force for good. Happy New Year.